From the long history to the mountain of Andes to the valleys and to the culture, welcome to Peru, as I will present you the top 10 things to do in this country. Variations may differ due to the fact I still have not visited the Amazon and cannot suggest here on the list, but I am still open seeing it sometime. This is a completely opinion based and this has not been sponsored by any source. Number 10. The Road of the Sun. This is a one-day bus tour from Puno to Curcio or the other way around. On the road, you will learn some Inca traditions and cultures. There are a couple of new scenarios to witness. Also a complimentary lunch buffet included in the experience. One catch is the drinks are not included, but the prices are not too ridiculously expensive. One of the stops included seeing the Village of the Sun. This is where the sun lines up perfectly one day in the entire year, which is June 21st. Afterwards, we were on our way to Curcio. Number 9. Lima, the capital of Peru. Lima is located in the middle of Peru and close next to the Pacific Ocean. This is the popular tourist city is Miraflores. There's a nice coastline and famous rock formations. There are many restaurants, bars, and shops to choose from. There's also tons of attractions to find in case you're looking at the last minute tours, which is in the Lima and around Lima as well. A couple of things to do is visit the Catatombs, visit the historic district including the main square and the presidential palace. You can also go to the Fort Rio Felipe, which is only an entrance fee of 12 sols. There's also paragliding across the coastline and there's also one archaeological place we entered, the Puchala site. The cost is 15 sols per person and is included in a tour guide to walk around since you cannot walk on your own. Along with that, Lima is a nice relaxing place to hang out and has tons of attractions for you and your family. 8. Machu Picchu. Although it's expected to be in my top 3 opinion, for this one is a bit different. This is also a great place to explore. The view from the trains were great, and the amount of trees and greenness of this place was amazing. The view at the top was like a wow effect, due to the mountains and the entire structure built on top of this mountain. But some things to point out, this site is maybe a little bit overcrowded and kind of overrated, meaning there was a ton of tourists. The bus to the entrance to the train stations were charging a high fare for the price, and especially that Peru is not a rich country. The town of Agua Calientes, which has a nice scenery making you feel in China for a minute, but the town itself has overpriced goods than the average rate in the countries. For example, a chicken empanada costs 5 to 7 soles in the remote areas, but here they're charging you 16 to 25 soles. The sceneries of Machu Picchu were definitely worth the visit. Number 7. Sacred Valley. This is located en route to Machu Picchu, but this is a beautiful passageway as there's many lush resorts and sceneries. Some attractions are Moray, Maras, and Chihero. It's worth coming, and when there's a sunset in this valley, it's making you think that you're in Utah for a minute. There's a lot of cultures and traditions that may be found in this valley. Number 6. Arequipa. This was our first city of exploration in Peru. This is considered the white city due to the building having blocks that were made from volcano rocks having the white color. There is a nice square in the center with a couple of shops and restaurants. There are also a couple of sights to see, starting off with some churches. Along there is Santa Catalina Monastery, along with 2 viewpoints to see the nearby volcanoes. I will also show one of the most popular Arequipa cuisine, especially local to this region. Number 5. Paracas and Inca Desert. This is an attraction that is a popular day trip from Lima. It's a 4-hour drive down to the south and there's a lot of new things to see. First off is the boat ride to Peru version of the Galapagos Islands. There are a lot of different bird species, especially Peruvian penguins. Up next is Inca Desert, where you can enjoy the sand dunes and a little town that is located in the center of this huge desert. From there, you can hop on a buggy and start a tour of the desert. This tour has 3 stops, 1 for photos, 2 for sandboarding, and 3 to witness the sunset. All of it is definitely worth it coming down here even if you have a day. Number 4. Rainbow Mountain. Before going to the details, just be aware that Rainbow Mountain is located 16,500 feet above sea level, or about 5,200 meters. Keep in note that altitude sickness is a thing. If you're sensitive to it, then I suggest you seeing a doctor and seeking his recommendations on what to take before doing this attraction. Rainbow Mountain is definitely worth it, and we have done with the ATV tour. Plus, we also got to see Red Valley. I do recommend do this way instead of the hiking. Why? Because you get to see more places, and then you can compare which one was better, whether Rainbow Mountain was better or the Red Valley, and there's many different colors to see. Rainbow Mountain also has good surroundings such as glacier caps and bird sceneries, so in total it's definitely a must-see. Number 3. Cusco. The town of Cusco is surrounded by mountain terrain. This is the town that you will need to enter in order to visit Machu Picchu. And there you can see the historic center. Not only Cusco has a lot of things to do in the city, but there's also a couple of sites to see around the city. Number 2. Lake Titicaca. This is the largest and highest lake in the world. On this lake there are many sights to discover. First off is the Urals Islands. These are the islands that are floating on this lake. People have lived here for one reason, to preserve their ancestors' tradition. On this island, you can have an option to opt in the traditional boat experience. It's 15 sols per person. On top of it, you may also discover their village and the way of life. Just keep in mind that this is not the only island on the entire lake. There are many of them, and some of them are hotels and resorts where you stay for the night.
Amigos y amigas, vamos a cantar las canciones que aprendimos en nuestra casa. Primero vamos a cantar en nuestra lengua. Utitaha islan kiwa iskita kirisomita. Utitaha islan kiwa iskita kirisomita. Tutura tarusta trava, iskita kirisumita. Utita, iskita kirisumita. Watita, iskita kirisumita. Ahora en castellano. O me va cero, ya va cruzando las horas de Titicaca. O me va cero, ya va cruzando las horas de Titicaca. Soportando las oladas y no conoce peligro. O me va cero, va cero y punto. O me va cero, va cero y comparo. Ahora en quechua. Inti yo sí muy, que ya yo sí muy, che manta comita, takiri kusunchi. Inti yo sí muy, que ya yo sí muy, che manta comita, takiri kusunchi. Tu ya, amakana que chispa tu ya, amakana que chispa tu ya.
Bravo.
Muy colaborar para cantar aquí hicimos para nosotros.
Up next is Taquil Island. This is a big and popular island to visit. Unlike Machu Picchu, here is not overcrowded. Instead, it's a nice, peaceful environment and it's nice to see the way of life. On the other side, you can see the Bolivian Andes. Upon arrival, we were presented a traditional dance along with how they form their own soap and shampoo. On top of it, we went to the restaurant where we had a traditional meal and it was included with our tour, except for drinks. Afterwards, we did some more walking and discovering the island. After an entire day exploring Lake Titicaca, it was time to return back to Peru. Number 1. Colca Canyon. Colca Canyon has to be one of the places you need to see. There are so many things to do, therefore I would highly suggest doing a 2-day Colca Canyon tour. First off, we saw the first animals, the vicuñas. Next, we had a stop at a national park where we saw some rock formations. Afterwards, it was time to transfer to the town where we had our traditional lunch and spend our time in the hotel for the evening. On day 2, we will see a couple of viewpoints and sights of Colca Canyon. Then was the main highlight, seeing the condors. After our entire afternoon, it was a transfer to Puno. I hope you found that this video was useful and you learned the top 10 things to do in Peru. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to see more context like this in the near future. Anyways, see you in the next video.